And we also have Harry Neill, who is from One Source. The two of them have been instrumental in helping us remediate the high school and get to where we are today. But could you use the microphone, because I'm certain that we have some board members that need to be able to hear that.
Certainly.
Just take us through where we are. Thank you.
Okay. So we were asked to come out.
Channel 3, right?
Channel 3, look at my phone.
Belfor can help you with that water cleanup.
If only we had someone who was an expert.
Can you get closer to it or maybe move it up? Please. Thank you, Red.
Is that better? So we were asked to come in and take a look at the school, I guess, a couple weeks ago, and unfortunately we were already familiar with the school because we were involved with the fire restoration project. So we went through, and I know they found a little bit of mold. I believe the first room was the library, or
It was in the bottom of the 200 wing downstairs.
all right. There was a couple rooms, and we saw a couple small areas of growth. We went in there and we were cleaning it up, but I think what happened was,
Sorry, we just need to make sure that.
I apologize. As we got into it, we kept on finding more and more mold that was going throughout. So, of course, the first thing we always worry about is, why is this happening? You know, there needs to be a reason. There needs to be a source of moisture. It needs to be the right atmosphere. And there's a couple of things that are going on in the area right now. First off, your district is not the exception. These schools and districts have been popping up throughout Maryland, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. I wish I could tell you were special, but you're not. Unfortunately, you're one of many, many schools that's going through this. You have an older school. It was built in 1966, so it's 52 years old. That's how old I am. And we start to break down. We start not to work as well, and we had to pay more attention. So as we were getting into it, we knew we had the mold to clean up, but I always look at it from a perspective of, okay, we want to clean it up, which is it's not an easy process, it's costly, but we don't want to have to do this again next year. So we started looking into the HVAC system. We brought in a couple of experts. We were working with One Source as well. And going through, we found a system that just needs to be maintained better. There were some coils that were a mess. There were some ducts that were cleaned 15, 18 years ago that were falling apart. So we had all these small contributing factors that were not allowing the system in this older building to work efficiently. Now the good thing is we were able to replace a lot of that ductwork up on that top mezzanine and that older portion of the building. We're doing a complete thorough cleaning and reconditioning of all the coils, because when those coils muck up, cold air can't get through. So what comes in is warm air. And what happens with warm air, it holds more moisture. Now you have a building that's closed down. Nobody's in there. And each and every one of us, we're all a dehumidifier. We breathe in moist air and we exhale drier air. So when you have it just sitting dormant and you have damp air being dumped in because you have a system that's 52 years old, over time, it's going to start to, it's not going to be able to handle, the temperature and humidity that's coming on. And this year we've had record temperatures and record humidity. I mean, it's been wet every weekend. I know because every time I try to go away, it rains. It's been 80, 90 degrees with 80, 90% relative humidity all the time. So you have a system that just can't keep up with that type of moisture that's in the air. Plus, in this part of the country, we're not used to having that for this long a period of time. Now, granted, these used to be heat waves that were a week or two. Now they're a month or two. So that's why there needs to be more diligence with these systems. They need to be upgraded, and maybe eventually we talk about a 3 to 5 year plan to completely get it up to date so that it can sort of adjust to the new normal. Because the new normal is not 3-week week heat wave or 3-week heat waves. The new normal is 2 months of a hot, brutal summer. It's like Florida weather. That's what we're moving into. So what we've done is, we got the report from Harry. We told him what we found. Quarantined every area off that had any kind of growth. Set up under negative air with air scrubbers. And we have 126 people currently going through the school methodically to do a very fine mold remediation cleaning. with dehumidification and air scrubbing as we're going through. As we get done an area, we say, hey, this is good. But then you have one source that comes in and they check the checker. So we go in, we clean it. One source will come in and do a visual clearance and then air sampling all throughout that area. As of today, we have the first floor completely cleared. Now we're working on the second floor and a locker room that we need to work on. So it's going well. I think the good part is we found a big part of this problem. And I think if we get on a maintenance plan for your preferred vendors, I think that, this issue will never be as big as it is right now. And again, the one thing I will tell you, this is my 7th school district in the last 5 weeks. So there's a lot going on out there right now.